That's good. That's good. Let's roll the whatever they call these things.
Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Manata. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk.
Howdy and aloha, everyone. It's James with Monotalk. And seriously, another year of these freaking, what the hell are these people? These people are just bad. Oh my God, they're just terrible people. Let's see if I can bring this up here. Seriously. Oh my God, this is nuts. It's nuts. I just had this up. What happened here? Here we go. No. Yeah. I don't know why it's not coming up now. Anyway. Had it all set up. Picture right there. And then this OBS system, I guess I need an update. I'm not sure how this... You know what? I'm going to go to StreamYard or somewhere else because this is just getting crazy. But anyway. Yeah, seriously, another year of Ped-Joe? Is that what we're doing? Right? Wow. I mean, we have... let's see if I can find this. We just... this is fucking nuts. It's not even funny anymore. I mean, it's laughable, but it's such... I mean, the biggest threat to our country are these people. The biggest threat to our country and our Constitution and our freedom of speech and our freedom of health, just everything, a freedom of everything is in the hands or is being actually taken down or trying to be taken down, trying to be taken away, trying to be eradicated by this new... You know, I don't like to use this word a lot, but it's worse than communism. It's authoritarianism. And it's crazy. It is just freaking crazy. Let me see if I got the... Oh, is that it? No, that's not it. Hang on. Okay, no, not that one. Hang on. That's the picture I had up. Oh, I think I got it here. Huh. All right. Yeah, this is freaking nuts, people. This is freaking nuts. It's freaking nuts. And for some reason, this won't come up. What is that day? This is craziness. I'm going to turn this guy off. Man. I'm going to have to fucking edit this part out. Ugh. There. Finally. For God's sakes. Thank you, Betty Johnson. And many others for bringing this news out. But let's look at this real quick. I mean, it's not leaked. Somebody said, well, this Secret Service photos. Bless me. Okay. Of the safe, as you walk in to the Oval Office / White House. This fucking wow. Right? As you walk in to this place here, right? You're gonna get. You have to go through this very well secured entranceway, and I'm going to show you the entranceways just so you know. Right here. And Benny Johnson's been there. A bunch of people have been there. There should be a drug sniffing dog there, but obviously there wasn't this weekend. So you have to go in here, right? And they take your things, and they put them aside. You're thoroughly checked, and they put them in these little safes right here, which is interesting because it's Secret fucking Service. Or is this the safe? Who puts that in the safe? That's my question. So, do you just get a key? Is this your private safe key for the White House? Nobody's explaining that. What is this process? I want to know this process. I mean, because the problem here is, people, is this stuff. See a little baggie? What's fucking a little baggie? Look at that. I should just bring up the Daily Mail. That's what I should probably do. Let me see if I got the Daily Mail. I know I got the Daily Mail in here somewhere. The Daily Mail. Oh my gosh. Okay, what else we got in here? Daily Mail. It's in here somewhere. They spew out so much shit, my God. And it's not shit. When a journalistic or media company such as this, online, paper, I'm not sure how else their medium is, what medium they use. They use the internet mostly. But they have a press pass. They have access to a lot of things. And these guys, if I can find this ad, let me see. Yeah, they put that up, and then they put this up, and then they put that up, and it's just fucking Jesus Christ. Let me see. Where's the breaking news? Is this it? Yeah, this isn't like the some tabloid. Because a lot of people use this information on the left and on the right. They expose a lot of things about celebrities, a lot of things about good or bad, or so or whatever, about a lot of different things, right? About a lot of different things. And they put out a lot of information. Oh, they got one section on Joe Biden. Oh, here it is. That's the first one. All right. There it is. Let's take a look at this. It's a little more detailed. You can see it better, obviously. But those are culprit people. So the question I have, which the questioning out there by journalists does not seem to be very journalistic. The biggest question is, okay, so what is this exact process? Is this where it was found? So I'm assuming that they just threw it in there either before or after they found it. Who knows? And whoever has the key to that particular safe for the White House is responsible. That's it. who has access to it. I mean, the process is, does a person or an employee or a Secret Service agent or security or whoever take people's information, or excuse me, personal belongings themselves, and then carry it to these safes, or do they just give them a key and then they put their own stuff in there? Now, what's interesting is that it's in a safe, for one. But could that have been moved? Could that, we don't, for fuck's sakes, people. I mean, when they said, yeah, they found cocaine, this is where they found it. That's all I'm saying. They found it in this safe. Here are the pictures of where they found it, right? These are not big boxes. This is a keyhole. This is like where you would put personal items. I'm going to guess this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5, like a post office maybe box. This is where you put your gun, or who knows, you know what I mean? But it was in there. That's just odd. Was it planted? I mean, they could say that. But the entire thing of this is fucking so buffoonish. The entire thing. That's what I'm trying to get across here is this entire administration from the beginning was a farce. We know by the numbers that there's no way in hell. Oh, wow. Sorry. That Biden one. Why? Give me a second. I gotta pull my nose. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Just a second. Okay, yeah, we're gonna use this one right here. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see here. Okay, we're good. Oh, I think you guys all heard that. That's terrible. Or did you? I don't know. Okay, I think I'm back, unless you heard me blow my nose, which is, I hear like being in a restaurant where it's nice and it's, nice restaurant. Somebody will pull out a handkerchief or a paper towel or something and fucking blow their nose. It's like, dude, I'm trying to eat. Mama, I'm trying to eat food. I don't know about you, but it just seems rude. Step away, go clean your fucking nose out, and then come back. That's what I'm saying. All right. Where are we here? We are right. Click this, and we're back. Hi, guys. Yeah, this is ridiculous. For this to even get there, for this to even get to that, to right at that point, this is inside of the White House now. Right? For that to be anywhere around with people that are going in there into one of our most cherished houses on the planet, which it shouldn't be. It's just like I said, all these fucking people should be working at a DMV type location. For them to have these giant columns and these domes and all this other shit is wrong. That's not what they should be. They should be seen as DMV workers, but well paid. Right? If things were to work out in favor of the people, then we would have that, and those big cathedrals would just be turned into cool hotels or casinos. I don't know, whatever you want to make them, but they don't fucking deserve this shit. They don't now. Paying your federal taxes, in my opinion, is just, it's like throwing your money at fucking Israel or Ukraine or Syria or Libya or fucking who knows what fucking war we're going to start next. And yeah, we start all of them. We're involved in all of them. We orchestrate a lot of them. We put a lot of that effort together because $789 billion was approved this year for the military-industrial complex, while everybody else is fucking starving. Okay? The military-industrial complex, the MIC. Everybody, you should know what that means by now. If you don't, and you're over the age of 30 or 40, you got a lot of catching up to do. Or you're possibly on your 4th booster, maybe 5th, waiting for your 6th, or you may not even be here because of those. That happens. It's happening a lot. Anyway, so here's what's interesting. I'm not going to show that yet. Is as we move through this article, right? As we move through this article, you see, right, there it is in real time. Well, at that time. That was a few months ago. And there's it looks like a little safety, the keyhole. So it's probably 6 by 6 inches. 6 by 6 inch. Little post office box type place where you put your personal things, maybe your firearm, who knows, right? And here's what they all look like, and this is where you put your stuff, right? But who has that key for number 50? Right? Does anybody ask that question yet? Who had number 50? It's so simple. It's so simple. As soon as you have this information, you're like, fuck. Who was near, around, or part of, or in charge of number 50? The biggest thing is, again, here it is. You're going to love this part. Oh, we don't have video footage. But if you look at the entrance, right, you can't see these, but there's cameras in certain areas. I don't know why they didn't pan and show the cameras. I think that just whoever's picture this is, you can find a picture of where these cameras are, but it's just laden with cameras as you walk in. There are cameras on the outside. Where's the video footage? Right? This is another Epstein Island moment. Here's the layout of the plan. Right? White House cocaine search. Here's the kitchen. Oh, they just lay it out. There it is. There's your White House, everybody. Here you are, terrorists. All the fucking people that we've killed and destroyed. There's your plans. They already have fucking guaranteed. Most of them have like blueprints, copies of this shit anyway. For fuck's sakes. But anyway, the first location of where it was found. Okay. The library is primarily accessible to White House staff as well as members of the executive office of the presidency. White House ground floor. First location, the library. I guess it was. So do a little reading, take a couple of sniffs, burn a couple of pipes or whatever how that works. And then the West Wing lobby was also found. The West Wing lobby is the reception room for visitors of the president, vice president, and the White House. Now, the main facility of all this, just letting you know, is below this. There's at least, from what I've been told, or what I've researched, basically. Oh, shit, I need to make this bigger. Sorry about that. At least 20 to 30 story, maybe deeper, into the ground of just some serious silo type nuclear. Everybody's seen the movies and shit, but they got it. So I mean, this goes a lot deeper than that, of course. But let me just pan up again so you guys can see that. Yeah, so there it is. There's the diplomatic reception room. That's the front. Okay. Library, kitchen, map room, vermeil room. There's a China room. That's important. What's the fuck? Okay. Press briefing. There's an actual room for China. Does China have an American room? Does anybody know? I'm sure China has the McDonald's room or the Dallas Cowboys room or something. We got a China room. Maybe that's just the China dishes. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. I'm not a player at the fucking. Oh shit! Here's a very big map here. All right, let's go back. Let's see. So there's the West Wing. There's the executive entrance. Okay. That's where everybody comes in. The West Wing executive entrance is used by the Vice President, senior staff, officials, visitors to the West Wing. All right. So there it is. Miscellaneous office, Secret Service office, Navy mess. Oh, the mess. I bet you the food is fucking awesome. The situation room. That's the situation room. Right there on the outside wall. That's pretty stupid. I would have put that in the center. Idiots. Whatever. West Wing lobby. And there's the Oval Office. And that's how that works. West Wing first floor. There's the ground floor. Cabin room, all that stuff. Well, that's kind of like a tour. Right. Oh, so they blocked off the name? West Wing Unknown Powder. Who wrote that? Who wrote that? I mean, fuck. For God's sakes, people. For God's sakes. God bless everybody here, everybody listening, everybody ever paying attention. But what the fuck? This is fucking nuts. This is like if I was a crime scene investigator and I had the videotapes, the photographs, the eyewitness reports, the guest list, right? This would be an open and shut case, and I would be able to figure it out in fucking less than 2 minutes. Oh, it was that person. That's the person that did it. Oh, and those people were fucking doing it too. Because it's all on camera. It's everywhere. It's just so simple. Yet, it's a giant mystery now. That cocaine, right, is fucking in the White House. From a guy who is the president, the son of the president, who is super Mr. White privileged. Like, this is the epitome of white privilege. Gets his records expunged. Most people will be in jail by now for 10, 20 years, who knows how long, maybe life, on some of these very easily convictable accusations by some of the things that he's done that's blatant. I mean, we're talking pedophilia. That's just a virus. That's the most heinous virus in this country right now. Is that it's just everywhere. We also have Hunter Biden, right? We also have Hunter Biden, who freaking has pictures of him with, I don't know, 14, 15, 16-year-old, hookers from Bangkok or whatever. I don't know who these girls are or whatever, and him just coke smoking up a storm, just smoking crack up a storm. Like fucking just video after video after tape during China Burisma time. Celebrating all his fucking money he's just raking in because of his white privilege or his association with his father, who is obviously fucking a part of it. Oh, my father's sitting in the room with me now. How many fathers does does Hunter Biden have? Right? This is fucking taped. There's so much information. Most of this stuff would be an open and shut case. The fucking if there was an actual justice system, and the Department of Justice believed in actual justice according to the Constitution, and had, grounded ethics in the decency of their job, grounded morals, if they had actual principles that mattered, and had the little pride in their work to serve the people that pay them, which is the U.S. voting republic, aka the republic, aka the American people, they would fucking do their job. But they're not. They're not. There has not been a justice system for a long time, maybe decades. Seriously, it's been exponentially bad times 1,000 since Biden took office. All vetted. Who knows who these fucking top Mayorkas, who runs it? Rams. Anyway, it'll all come to me. But all these he's Homeland Security. It's still him as well. Right? Christopher Wray. Right? Christopher Wray. Just terrible for the epic. Terrible. This is, I've never seen, you ask them blatant questions. What's weird is politicians and these people just will never say a yes or a no unless it's a lie. That's it. You know what I see? To my understanding, their answer is, to my understanding, no, yes or no. You'll never get that. These fucking dog and pony show congressional hearings where Hunter's going to be subpoenaed. Has anybody ever seen anybody fucking get handcuffed at one of these? Anybody? At a fucking congressional hearing, has anybody seen anybody get handcuffed and walked out of there, taken from there into a jail cell? Anybody? No. They're just fucking, it's just a fucking show. Every single one of them. And if Hunter shows up, and if fucking anybody shows up, and they're going to bring Hunter on last, so it's good. This is going to fucking take till 6 months, and then there's going to be mark my words, there's going to be some gigantic emergency where they're going to do whatever they can to stop the fucking election from happening in November 8th of 2024. Next year. This is their fucking goal. And these Republicans, in my opinion, rhinos, Republicans, these motherfuckers, they're not doing shit. Hurry up. Put them in front of a judge and jury. Put them in this. Nothing's happening. I keep telling everybody, nothing's happening. Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, Yuval Harari, right? All these sick fuckers. These disgusting eugenics, Nazi sick fuck. They are the fucking Nazis. It's the Fourth Reich, by the way. That's the Fourth Reich. You know what I just found out is you shouldn't cuss 30 seconds into your YouTube. Maybe, hopefully I didn't. But, this is nuts. It was that sounded like a horse cough. You know, whose writing is this? Who opened this pamphlet? Who was there that day? This is like a 2-minute open and close case. And then you associate who had it, and then, so, I keep saying, and I've said this for decades, they should have random, you know who gets random drug tests? The DMV. Did you know that? At any time, many federal positions, not in the FBI, obviously, not in the Department of Justice or the Homeland Security, not the CDC, not the FDA, not the Home Health and Human Services, right? Not the NIH or NIH. These people are totally indemnified from fucking taking a piss test. They don't get one. Yet they're the people, all these departments, fucking Homeland Security, all these fuckers. They don't have. They're not being held accountable. There's no accountability at all. None. I don't see it. And then when they're at these questions, when they're at these hearings, and you see their faces, they're just smirking the whole fucking time. You can't touch me. This isn't a fucking hearing. You're just questioning me for political reasons. That's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. It's just political posturing. That's all these hearings are for. Political posturing. How bad we could make that other party look. Or how good we could make our own party look. That's what the fucking hearings do. Did they put anybody in jail? Somebody tell me if anybody from any of these hearings, during a hearing, or just after, answered a question and was found to perjury, which happens continuously in these fucking things. You're watching him do it in real time all the fucking time. And then they come back and they double and triple and quadruple down on the same lie and nothing happens. Nothing fucking happens. I don't care if you're left. I don't care if you're right. I don't care if you're in between. Top, bottom. I don't give a fuck. Because nothing fucking happens at these hearings. You know, I got Benny Johnson, all these fucking people. Oh, we're going to subpoena Hunter Bikes. For what? Put him in front of a real court, in front of a real judge and a jury. And see if this guy he's not going to make it out. He wouldn't make it out. You know who's being put in front of a real jury? A real judge? And all these people can, it's Donald Trump. He's the only person in front of a fucking judge right now that has the ability to put this man in jail. But guess what? He's not going in. There's nothing there. On the other hand, there's a bazillion. I mean, it's like infinity. It's an infinitive amount of fucking coercion and domestic terrorism and treason beyond compare with this fucking administration. I've seen this president do that and this president do that, start that war, this war, but this motherfucker, he is the greatest puppet that the World Economic Forum, ETAL, others and alike, all these fucking narcissistic, pedo, predator, fucking molesting, sick motherfucking globalist assholes have control of these people. A lot of these people. That's the part people can't understand. How could these people have so much? It's called money, and it's called coercion, and it's called threats. Oh, there's a swipe, and it passed the swipe. Right? Yeah. So there's no fingerprint. There were no fingerprints on there. On that plastic. How many people do you believe have been sentenced to 3, 5, 15, 20, 30 years in prison from a baggie like that? How many people do you know have been sentenced, convicted of a felony from a baggie like that? I can tell you there's people I know, right, that, young, fucking around. I get it. This is the White House. If this was in a fucking nightclub in Vegas, I'd be... Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Because that's all over Vegas, by the way. And it's been all over Vegas for, I don't know, bazillions of years. For at least since it opened, I'm sure. In like 1918 or whenever the fuck it opened up. I'm probably right. It's probably around that time. Maybe a little after. But here, it is. There it is. It's just fucking crazy. Right? There's the spectrum. There's everything. There's, I pop positive for cocaine. There it is. There it is. Okay. And this fucking chick, this is what gets me about this chick, and I'm not going to play what she says because she's fucking just... Every correspondent that's up there, the White House press secretary, you know what their job is. If you understand what their job is, then you're going to get an A+ with me, because their job is to pontificate. My wonderful friend Mark turned me onto that word a while back. It's probably one of my favorites now. But her job is to pontificate, to throw up so much bullshit on the wall that people will hopefully make it stick. Now, if you ever watch what she does, she's instructed to ask certain people questions. Everybody knows that. She's instructed to ask only a certain few, and maybe the other side. But in her binder, which they all have, is how to address that topic, how to shed it off, how to make it seem non-existent, not important, not a big deal. We got it covered, no problem. It's just one of those things. We'll take care of it. I should fucking do the job. I'd probably be good at it. Because that's all she does. The president used to come out to these. And the press secretary would people don't even realize this, because you haven't seen it in such a long time. But the actual president would come out during a press conference, one of these, and take a few questions. And sit, and some of them would be there for 20, 30, 40 minutes. I think the longest was maybe an hour. Right? Could you see Ped-Joe doing that? Fuck no. He would shit his pants just walking in the door. Several times. We know that. Right? So they use this person. They use her color. They use her ethnicity. They fucking... The Democrats are very sick fuckers. Okay? You've got to see who these people are. These people are just terrible, terrible people. Right? Okay, so this is the night. Everybody is all coked up, right? This is terrible. This is such a travesty in this country. Such a travesty. Right? Did you see her face? Jill's face? I mean, it was as pasty. I don't think Joe does. There's no way. He's just too fucking old. Right? He's just too fucking old. But Jill was just, God, man, it's like somebody poured fucking Wesson oil on her. That's how pasty she was. That's a sign of coke. I've seen it. That's all I have to say. Yeah, this is fucking crazy. Another fucking year of this. We're going to allow another fucking year. I don't think this country's going to last that long with these people. I really have got to tell you that. My biggest concern is, and I've said this many times, is I think these people are so diabolical. They're so sick and twisted. And they get people to go along with their narrative, which they've done for a long time. And I put in something in one of these YouTubes for Jimmy Dore a little while ago. He was talking about Black Lives Matter. And I put in a comment, the facts, the stuff that I've researched. People send it to me and I check it out. And I'm not perfect at it, but in this particular situation, these people, given them another year. When I said shut it down, I meant shut it down. I don't give a fuck what you work for or who you work for. You can't allow this administration to continue. And this is, just look at the numbers. Look at all their numbers that I've seen, and everything they say is bullshit. Is total other, and just saying that doesn't make it so. But if you look at the actual numbers, right? And if you look at the actual information, let's look at remember the fluid deaths. Remember how that was exaggerated? Or do you know? Hopefully you know. Right? Everything, somebody jumped off a cliff, COVID death, fluid death. That was counted as a fluid death. Somebody took a pistol, put it in their mouth. That was counted as a COVID death. Do you understand? Are you getting this? These people are fuck. I mean, this is not new news. I get it. It's not new news. It's been happening for a while. But in this particular case, it's really bad. It is super, super bad. And I know I'm going to find this. Oh my God, this is so bad. Fucking Jill Stein is back. Climate change Jill. Supporting the mask mandate, the lockdowns, and the vaccine. Support that. That's the Green Party, baby. They all support it. They supported the mandated vaccine. And the Green Party is back. Howie Hunter is back. Howie Hawkins. Same thing as Howie. Might as well call him Howie Hunter. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I gotta find this. This is good. Holy moly guacamole. Holy moly guacamole. My new game, man. Starfield. I like it. It's got some cool shit in it. I play it for a couple hours and I just gotta get away. I just can't keep playing. Go find something to do. Go wash some dishes. Yeah. Huh. Gotta be in here somewhere. Wait, I think I'm getting close. Yeah. They fucking canceled Mr. Beast on YouTube. Because he fucking... You know what? They got rid of Mr. Beast because he got a little unwoke. Isn't that interesting? Wow. This is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Where are you, Jimmy? I know you're in here. Hopefully when I pull this up, I'll find my fucking... the thing whatchamacallit, commented on. Might as well face it, you're addicted to love. Oh. geez, huh. All right, let me just go back in there. I'll just go in here. Oh, wow. Blacks for Trump, the founder of Black Lives Matter. Whoever they tell you it is, that's not who it is. The real founder and the people that are still running that, not the people that are taking all the money. That's that's scammers, right? Oh, here it is. It's cool that they leave it on the top like that. No likes? What the fuck? These people. Anyway. So, I just clicked the like on myself. If you look at here, right, this is important for people to see this. And I'm going to tell you what. Okay? I'm not going to play this. It's off. Good. But Jimmy Dore had Black Lives Matter guy on. You know, that's... let's get it. Hey, Jordan, how you doing, buddy? Yo, brother, mana aloha. Ped-Joe from the Pedo Predator Class has got to go. He's that worst. Yeah. Yeah, I just commented on it. It's a fucking joke. Jill Stein, the Green Party supported the masks. They supported the lockdowns. They supported the mandates on the vaccine. And they ran a guy named Howie Hawkins who had a record of losing politically 21 times. And that was his 22nd time he's tried to run. So they picked a loser. They don't give a fuck about winning. They're just leftover people. I was a part of the Green Party. I was actually a media committee member in 2015, 16. Was when I became a delegate for Orange County in California. And Orange County has, 3.1 million people, just the county alone, which is more than most states. So we had like 80,000 members in California or throughout parts of California. And I was in charge of I was one of the delegates at one of the largest states for the Green Party. And what I started to notice is these people were just about small fights, which I think is good. The mayor, the city council, little things, dog catcher, as Stevie used to say. Little things like that. The thing that really stood out the most is anytime I would bring up, use a celebrity, use anybody, get some fucking publicity. You guys only have an average of about 300,000 Green Party members per year, every fucking year forever. Why? Because you don't want to use somebody who doesn't know eco-socialism, whatever the fuck that was. And which is all a part of climate change, which is all a part of Klaus Schwab, which is all a part of the World Economic Forum. Jill Stein is a fucking spawn of Klaus Schwab. That's it. Don't fucking waste your time. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Everybody will be wasting your time if you even consider the Green Party. They're completely compromised. And they're not coming back either. Howie Hawkins pretty much dug their grave and they're gone. If anybody wants to say that the Green Party is still something, then they're lying to you, for one, because they've never been anything other than maybe 450,000. I think they maybe got to 500,000 registered Green Party members. That's it. I don't even think they hit them. I think once they hit 1 million people that were like going to their website, when you have these other parties that have hundreds of thousands, millions, like 30, 40 million people a part. This is a 500,000, 40 million. 500,000, 40 million. They don't want to grow. They're not, that's not their purpose. They're there. They're tied to the fucking World Economic Forum. They're all about the climate change scam, and they're bad news. They're bad news. Right? They will suck on the balls of Al Gore all fucking day long and twice on Sundays. Right? And John Kerry. They're bad. Stay away from that fucking party. It's a waste of your fucking time. There's a new party coming out. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's more of a movement than it is a party. And the people behind it are people that I said, fuck you, Green Party. And some of them are Republicans and Democrats and independents. But it's different. People moving away from the People's Party, and I mean, fucking god damn it, what a waste of time for Hormel West, like the Hormel chili. Anyway, what a waste of time. I was so sad, and I told everybody, I said he's wasting his time. Sure enough, he fucking leaves. Right? Robert F. Kennedy was signed up as a Democrat. I said, no, don't do it. They're not going to fucking help you. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm trying, people are telling, I'm fucking telling, everybody's trying to tell. He does it. They fuck him over. He leaves. Now he's I don't even know what he is anymore. Fucking bullshit, man. It's crazy. Look, I am voting for Donald Trump, and I'm going to tell you why. For one, he deserves to be there because he won the election in 2020. There's more information coming out. Stop the Steal hasn't gone away. It kind of disappeared for a while, which I was questioning constantly. But the guy obviously won. All the numbers prove to it. All the information will come out. By a landslide. And I was watching in real time when all this was happening, how these numbers on the TV just all of a sudden changed from, the percentages. All of a sudden it's Donald Trump by 20. And then within a blink of an eye, I would watch the percentage of the number change to Biden by 40, by 15% more. Just boom, out of nowhere. And this does happen when certain areas report in. I get it. But like in Wisconsin, but like in Iowa, that much? Or even wherever. They're usually pretty gradually. Bump, 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 bump. But just boom. And all of them did it at the same time. On every channel that I was watching. It was pretty obvious this thing was just totally just manufactured. It's bad. And there's plenty of proof, and if you go through my channels, go through my information, ask me, anybody comes on, I'll send you all the information to prove that I'm correct, because Donald Trump, for one, should have been the president in 2020, as he had definitely probably should have been. He has the best chance, the only chance, right? Because if you want more Democrat stuff, and this is the sad part about all this, the lesser of two evils. Well, everybody painted Trump as being this evil person, but hey, guess what? Russia was wrong. Hey, guess what? All this other shit is wrong. Hey, guess what? The guy's not a fucking misogynist, and that doesn't really fucking bother me anyway. Hey, guess what? He wants peace. Hey, guess what? Our country fucking I had a gallon of gas at 187 in West Virginia. Right now it's 350, 279. Up and down for the past few years. People were able to drive across the country comfortably once you got out of like Arizona. Once you pass Arizona, that's when you fucking start seeing the gas prices go down lower and lower and lower. Strangely, on your way to the East Coast. That's when fucking eggs weren't fucking $5, even to this day. Meat. Get a fucking piece of... Go get a T-bone steak in 2019 was $7.99. I think. A big inch cut, maybe a little over, T-bone steak. I think the last one I saw, I'm just guessing, maybe $6.99 for that steak. And a pack of two was like $11. That's a $60 steak now. Now, I don't know if the meat market's cornering the market or whatever, but you have people like Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates and Yuval Harari from the World Economic Forum taking down and threatening to get rid of these people and the ranchers and their farms. These people are sick of that too. The biggest reason for me, honestly, is he's talking to his son, and I watched this. Barron is his name, or Barron, and people probably. It's just, I mean, go with the flow, bro. Baron von Holzen, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But all I know is, and Barron's like 7 or 8, it's like first day of school or something like that. And he goes, straight A's, man. Straight A's all the way. No drinking, no smoking, no alcohol. And the guy doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't do drugs. The only thing I think he's bullshitting, I think he did take a fluid puncture injection, but I don't think it was what he thinks it is. I think it was something different, and maybe he may know. Or maybe he just took so we don't know. But if he took the actual Mary, Roger, Nancy alpha, right, then that's not good. That's not good for anybody. And anybody that pushes it is a fucking murderer. Murderer. Yeah, no, I'm done. No. Here's the biggest thing. Now watch this. So Jimmy's got this guy on there, and Kim Iverson actually had the actual interview. Kim's got some wonderful stuff, by the way. She's got some wonderful stuff. Here we go. Right? Oh, gotta make that a little smaller. Get the whole picture in there. Former BLM leader now supporting Trump, and he was on Kim Iverson, right? But the thing that I wrote, just to let everybody know what I've researched and what people never researched, and I never knew this, and I was fooled too because I voted for Obama twice. I voted for Bush before twice. Could I flap back and forth, but I wasn't really serious about politics until after we got fucked by Obama. Once we knew that for 76 days, the Democrats in 2008 had the majority, the supermajority of the House and the Senate, and they had Obama. And what did they give us? What did they give you? They didn't codify Roe versus Wade. They didn't fucking give you a larger wage, or at least keep that going, because nobody's touched the minimum wage since 2009. You didn't get Medicare for all. You didn't even get single payer. You didn't get free college. They had it all. They could have stopped every war, stopped the industrial military complex, stopped the Citizens United that went through in 2009. You guys getting this yet? They provided you with the Affordable Care Act, and he threw in the NDAA, National Defense something Act, which is just an extension of the Patriot Act, which is just an extension of being able to throw you in jail without due process, just because they can, as they've done already to people that were protesting from their homes in regards to J6. People that have been tweeting crap or whatever, just whatever they're fucking saying. They didn't go in and fucking shoot up a school. They didn't do this. They didn't, all this other shit. But they tweeted something and now they're in jail. That's not authoritarian. That's not authoritarian. You can't. Let's say I send a newsletter out to the people in my city. Joe Biden should be HUNG'd for his treasonous actions. And I send that out. Nobody's going to do anything. I put in a mailer. I sent 10,000 out around the city. This is my opinion. I'm just telling you guys. You know what happens to that? Nothing. Nothing. But you tweet it, you Facebook it, you YouTube it, you're in trouble, man. You're going to the fucking Gestapo, the Fourth Reich, which they are, literally they are coming to get you. Yeah, Trump is an American man. He's look, he had money when he was a kid. Who hasn't? Okay, if you're a millionaire or a billionaire and you have a child who is performing, doing what he's supposed to, not the opposite of Hunter Biden, what are you going to do for that kid when he gets out of school or gets out of college? You're going to do what you can to give him a good start. That's what happened to this guy. He got like $2.1 million. I thought it was bullshit and wrong. Oh, he got $2.1 million, so he must be an asshole. Well, that's a Democratic and what their thinking was. That's what their thinking was. Their thinking was to paint him as such an enemy that you won't want to take him, that you won't want to have anything to do with the guy. Oh, nice. He's Rotarian. That's awesome. The QAnon shaman guy. Running as libertarian. Good for him. Yeah, libertarian, independent, any other third party is good except for the Green Party. Green Party's shit. The Green Party should be disbanded and just... I'm going to do whatever I can to keep that party from coming back because they're bad. They're not what you think they are, guys. They are pawns of Yuval Harari, Klaus Schwab, and the World Economic Forum. They are associated to the hip. Connected. Okay, let me go to here. I'll show you what I wrote. The BLM leader now supporting Trump. So I write this right here. Like 2 days ago. And this is important for people to read. History of the Democrats. They oft Lincoln. Okay, oft Lincoln. Oft. The Dems. Oft JFK. The Dems. Oft MLK. The Dems. Created the KKK. The Dems. Used ropes on blacks. The Dems. Segregation. The Dems. Jim Crow era. The Dems. Japanese internment camps. The Dems. The Confederates mainly were, guess what? The Dems. Abolished. Okay, so abolished slavery, 13th Amendment, 100% Republican vote. The Republicans voted to abolish slavery. They were 100% to abolish it, to get rid of it. The Republicans, the Grand Old Party, not the RNC. There's a difference. The Grand Old Party is the difference from the RNC. The RNC is just the same as the DNC. That's the duopoly right there. All right, that's something you guys should pay attention to. Abolish slavery, 13th Amendment, right? 100% Republican support. Only 23% Democrat. right to vote for all, women's rights, everybody's rights to vote without just owning property, which is the way it used to be. Everybody should be able to vote, right? The 15th Amendment, 100% support from the Republicans, 0% support from the Democrats. And so that these amendments came up for votes. 23% did not, 100% Republican vote. The 15th Amendment, right to vote for all, 100%, right? 0% for the Republicans. Now, the 14th Amendment is an interesting one, right? So, after freeing the slaves, which I can't believe the Democrats were so in favor of slavery. You have no idea. Look up the word Dixiecrat. I never did my research on this. I'm such an idiot to let you know, for not really researching the Democratic Party. And somebody who kind of brought me to this more recently than before was Cheryl, who comes on the show. We'll be on tomorrow night, hopefully. But she's got some great information. And she's been in this place for a while, too. She's known these people. She's been around these people. I think she's tried to tell us for a long time, you guys, I'm telling you, the Democrats aren't what they are. And as I've done my research, and here's this one, the 14th Amendment, citizenship to freed slaves, providing citizenship to the freed slaves, which just the word slaves is it's unfathomable to me, by the way. 94% Republican, 0 Dems. 6%? Yeah, sorry. Nobody's perfect, but for fuck's sake, 0 support from the Democratic Party. There's your list, people. Read it. Hopefully you can see it. I have it up here. Oh, sorry. Didn't put it all up. Let me get it so people can see it. Right? And this is just terrible. This is what most don't understand. The Dems use the power of marketing, advertising, and sales, aka basically bullshitting and lying, right? To rebrand themselves for decades. And most of the nation believed it. I fucking believed it. Then, okay, so now we know they are a heinous, insidious, disgusting regime of pedo predator criminals. They are. That's it. They're groomers. They want children to be molested. They want children to be disfigured, right? Disfigured. You want to okay that a 10 or 12 or whatever year old goes in and mutilates them, gets mutilated by some sick surgeon? Their fucking genitalia? Are you serious? This is them. And people are in on this. Why shouldn't you no, because they don't fucking know yet. They don't know. Gays Against Groomers, great movement. I am all for LGBTQ for sure, but it's the plus part that they instilled and brought in a fucking tool from the World Economic Forum in 2016. Look it up. In 2016, they brought in Kelly Robinson, who was implanted into the plus sign there, the freedom movement or equal rights movement. The plus sign, the equal sign, plus equal sign. And then it was introduced that the plus after the T, LGBTQ, fine. They created the plus in 2016. It was introduced at the Davos meeting for the World Economic Forum, at the Davos Summit meeting. And this is when the shit really got bad. They created what's called Corporate Equality Index, which is mainly short for divide and conquer, as I'm going to get through here at the very end of this. So this is where I'm going to go to show you how this works. Right? And this is how this works. This is how this works, people. And I'll read it to you. This is from Off Grid and Doug and Stacy on YouTube. You guys got to check them out. They're super cool. Doug Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. Are you actually paying it? Are you guys actually paying attention? Are you actually paying attention? The strategy of divide and rule was a central principle of British imperial policy for more than 2 centuries. By keeping different ethnic groups segregated and allowing them to squabble among themselves, the idea was they would be too tired to overthrow their colonial masters. As empires expanded, tribal groups were classified on the basis of language, religion, and ethnicity and given different rights. A toxic example was in Rwanda, where the Belgians segregated the Hutu and Tutsis. The lighter-skinned Tutsis were given land and privilege, while the Hutu made to do laboring work. After the Belgian withdrew, its ethnic divisions led to the massacre of 900,000 Tutsis. In India, rivals between warring states and religious groups were exploited by the British. But in the months leading up to the independence, the divisions spilled over into violence as the subcontinent split into predominantly Hindu India and Muslim Pakistan. Okay. If you understand this basically, okay, in the months leading upon the independence, the division spilled over into violence as the subcontinent split into predominantly Hindu India and Muslim Pakistan. So this is the way we've done it for a long time. As you said, for centuries, more than 2 centuries now. Okay? We're not talking decades, we're talking over 200 years. This process has happened over and over and over again, and people keep going with it. Everything you're seeing, it's all about divide and conquer. And it's all about these motherfuckers here. Okay? These bastards. And they're all part of it. Okay? These guys here, the World Economic Forum, and I know you guys keep, Jamie always talks about the world. Yeah, because this is the Amway. This is the hub. This is the group. This is where they get their instructions from. It all gets funneled through here. It has to go through this filter before it's used in practice. Again, it goes through the World Economic Forum before it's used in practice. Look at everything that's happening across the world with our healthcare, with our finances, with everything. They want to bring CBDC. People are fucking saying, fuck you and your CBDC, your central bank digital currency, digital fucking ID, passport, and all your other shit. Fuck that shit. But who fucking wants this shit to happen? Yes, it's the World Economic Forum. It's the World Economic Forum. These are the people that start the shit. These are the people. It goes through here. This is the World Economic Forum is the Amway or the pyramid scheme that all these people are fucking in. That's what it is. And they're all a part of this. It's a cult. It's just that they just signed. It's like they signed up for fucking Amway. It's like they signed up for some multi-level marketing scam. That's all this is. But it's a very influential one. Just go up to get a drink, and click like. Okay, thank you, sir. This happens all the time. Hey, Snark. And I'm telling you, as I say it, I always say this. Remember this. If we don't take down this entity, they're going to come back. If we don't take them down now, if we're not focusing on that, and tomorrow we're going to talk about that. Tonight I'm done. I've already done like an hour or so. But tomorrow is going to be bigger. I don't have to work. I've got a 3-day week. Finally, I work 8 at 12 at 12, and I'm good. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. In a nutshell, and I'm going to say it all the time, these motherfuckers, these sons of bitches, these disgusting Pedo Predator Class, sicko, narcissistic, authoritarian, tyrannical sick fucks, their goal is to get rid, exterminate, genocide, murder 2/3 of the planet's population, global population, 2/3 of it, kill and hoard the rest for themselves. They don't need your money. They got enough. They don't need your fucking labor. They got enough people to make whatever they want, whenever they want. They got fucking. They can make anything at any time. Okay, so Snork has a 3D printer, right? He bought for $400, $500, $600. I'm not sure. A lot of fucking money. They have pretty 3D printers that can build a house. They have $1 million 3D printer in their backyard, in their basement, in their warehouse. They can make whatever they want, however they want. They can fucking print people, for God's sakes. Don't think that's not the case. Okay, but here it is, and this is what they, this is what they're doing now, and you're seeing it in real time. Okay, and I brought this up in early 2020, and I tried to warn Jimmy, and I tried to warn everybody, the only people that kind of knew what was going on was Ryan Christian, Whitney Webb, James Corbett, Pasta caught up pretty quick. Fee, they know all about this shit. Combo Couch, for sure. I was trying to get fucking Nico in it, and he finally got it. A few people, the only people that aren't getting it is like Hard Lens Media. They fucking all took the boo-boo. They all took the fucking Kool-Aid. Whatever. Jimmy took it twice. But here it is. These are the orchestrators. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Vanguard, Fidelity, State Street, BlackRock, JP Morgan, these giant corporations, companies. It's not just about the corporations. There's some sick oligarchs out there. There's some sick monarchical lineages out there that you guys would never even heard of. People, just names you've never even heard of. Sick fuckers. They have sex with their to keep their bloodlines going. I'm telling you, this is they boast about it. They have family meetings, and it's on video where, like, Rockefeller or some other, I'm trying to remember the name, like a family reunion, and they're boasting how they have sex with each other to keep their lineage. Now, I don't know if that's weird or crazy, but I think the Mormons did the same thing. And quite honestly, here's what's really odd is if you're a Hawaiian, you probably kind of did it too. Because there wasn't a lot of people there in the beginning when they first migrated from probably Easter Island, from most people believe, and parts of Tahiti, Bora Bora, the Hawaiian language is very similar to many, like Fijian language, Samoan language. Anyway, this is it, right? Mass social control, mass depopulation, world central banking. That's it. If all this comes together, right? If all this comes together, they get their way. They get their way. And as I've been saying, look, the CDC, they're just a for-profit corporation. How does a for-profit corporation that gets most of their money from the people they help sponsor, or all the stuff they get this kind of support? It makes no sense to me. Is anybody figuring that out yet? Right? And it's the same thing. For-profit corporations. They're not, they're not government. FDA is full of shit. It's just, okay, I want you to go to the FDA website and go to and then type in, list all the recalled items. And I'm telling you, it'll take you a month to go through that list. You have to sit there and scroll down and down and down and down and down. Everything they push out, they have to fucking. It's like these people that make these products. The one question that the FDA always asks is, will this product be insured? In other words, do you have an insurance policy for this? Yeah, we can insure it. So these corporate donors will insure these products knowing that at some point in the future, they'll get sued for that product. What? That's almost like saying, we know it's going to fail and going to be dangerous, but take it anyway. No worries. We got it covered. We're insured. Did you guys know that? No, you don't fucking know that. Anyway, it's all a big scam. You're being fucking played every day. Every fucking day and twice on Sundays. It's really fucking sad. And it's all because of these people right here. Right? These motherfuckers right here. Right? Oh, shit. Wrong one. Oh, nah. I could put that one up. If we wanted to talk about Rothstein. But here's this. And Hopper said it right. You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 1,000,000 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about the food. It's about keeping those ants in line. There it is. There it is. That's what it's about. It's about keeping you in line. Keeping you in line. All right. I'm going to end with this. And I just wanted to make this little comment because I'll probably bring it up again a few times. But I got to tell you, man. I really got to tell you this because it really kind of gets to me. That all of a sudden, right? All of a sudden, you got my God. Oh, God, I got to find it. Hang on. Where is it? Where is that? It's right here. Where is it? I just had it up here. Ropino's gone. Jill Stein is back. What a waste of fucking time. Oh, right here. All right.
Making his way into the building. One of the bigger mixed martial arts fans I know, President Donald Trump, taking his octagon side seat for UFC 295. We got 2 title fights coming up at UFC 295 here in a matter of moments, live from Madison Square Garden. And President Trump will be here to witness all of it. 4 of the very best fighters in the world set to take their cracks at light heavyweight and interim heavyweight gold, respectively. We move over to pay-per-view shortly. Thank you all for being here for the prelim coverage. But as you know, best is yet to come. Main card for UFC 295, live on ESPN.
Oh, shit. Did Yuri beat Alex? God, I don't know. I got to check that. So anyway, this is a bunch of, this is another, so Kid Rock is there too, Tucker Carlson. But this is what happened. Let me tell you what really happened here. Okay? So Dana White is brilliant. And let me tell you why. Because he just landed a fucking deal with Bud Light. $100 million for advertising. Bud Light, desperate as hell, take what little money they had, Anheuser-Busch. And keep in mind, Anheuser-Busch attended, just go to fthewf.org, and you can see where in 2021, Anheuser-Busch and a lot of these woke companies, even State Farm, by the way, very woke company, all that practice the CEI, the Corporate Equality Index, the DEI and all this other bullshit, that are owned basically or under the thumb, in a sense, of the Pedo Predator Class, aka World Economic Forum, BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, Fidelity, JP Morgan, all these giant CEOs, corporations, a bunch of sick fuckers, blah, blah, blah. So they went woke and did the Bud Light commercial with Kevin Mulvaney, or whatever his name is, or his stage name, her. I don't call him hers. I call him him. And yes, sir, and I will call you sir because you're a fucking sir. If you've got a mustache and a beard and you're in a dress, you're going to get sir from me. You got a problem with it? All right, bring it. Right? You want to, bring it. Hopefully you know something. That's all I have to say. Or you're packing. That was wrong. That was wrong. They are packing. It's even wrong. So anyway, so that's a part of that, right? And let me go back to this, because this is important for people to know. Is their goal is divide and conquer, right? That's their goal. That's their goal, is to divide and conquer people. CEI has nothing to do with caring about sick pedo predators, which they're a bunch of them anyway. But the goal is to instill division between people. The people that are creating this process, right? They've been doing it for centuries. Centuries. It's right here. They've admitted to their process. I don't know what else to fucking tell you people. I mean, it's very obvious on what the fuck is going on out there. So what Dana White did, and I think was a pretty smart move, is she goes, you know what? I'll help save your brand. And the way I'm going to help save you, and this is, I guarantee this is the way it went down, because I know this guy, he thinks like me. And it's weird, because he's making a lot of money and I ain't making just shit. But anyway, close. We think similarly. Dana White, his process, I'm sure there's a lot of people that think like Dana White, is the deal. The art of the deal. He's probably read the book, The Art of the Deal by Trump. Trump loves the deals. It's all about the deals with Trump. I get it. Right? Some deals are good. Some deals are bad. Sometimes you get sold by deals, like Fauci did to Trump in 2020. Fauci fucking just sold that motherfucker, and he took it, man. I never seen somebody get spoon-fed like that and be a laydown. Trump was a laydown in 2020 when it came to Fauci and his Fluvid-19 shit. That was funny. So Dana says, hey, Donald, I just got $100 million with Bud Light from Anheuser-Busch. You know I'm going to be donating to your campaign. And he doesn't have to say it out loud. That's all he needed to say. That's all he needed to say. And Donald's like, well, where do you need me to go? Could you come to this next fight, 295? Just show up, man. We need to get rid of this Bud Light thing. All right. No worries. So Don knows that Dana's going to back him now. He's going to back him. He's not only going to back him, but his fighters are probably going to back him too. Right? There's a whole line of people. And then there's a lot of fighters that already back Donald Trump. There's going to be more. I guarantee that. When Donald Trump walks into the UFC, the most powerful octagon on the planet of the most dangerous people on the planet, the strongest, most fiercest people, if you don't get kicked in the nuts, that is, sport on the planet. This is the most fiercest. Well, the head and elbows is probably, I forgot the name of it, elbows and head. Anyway, there's some pretty heavy ones out there, but the UFC is pretty badass, right? They've got a lot of subscribers, a lot of likes, a lot of members, and a lot of fans. It's a gigantic fan base. At least over 1 billion people fully and totally support in some way, shape, or form the USC. At least $1 billion. That's huge. That's huge. So anyway, so he tells them, all right, come on over. Yeah, I got you. So he shows up. Hey, guys, how's it going? Da, 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 da. Boom. Bud Light's fixed. I don't think so. That was too easy. People don't really give a shit anymore. They realize that if Trump goes into office, he's going to get rid of all that shit anyway. He's commented they're going to get rid of this fucking restroom walking man in a beard dressing pedophile going in right after your fucking 8-year-old daughter goes in the bathroom. Are you fucking kidding? This happens constantly. California, it's okay though. No, if you live in California and you have a daughter, I pity you, bro. If you're not fighting for Donald Trump and what he was going to represent, then you're fucked. And I'm going to say this very loudly and clearly, and I want everybody to hear it before I get off. I am voting for Donald Trump. Because everything that they told us is a fucking lie. And do I need to go over it again? The Dixiecrats are real. They were real. They're not who you think they are. Ped-Joe is not who you think he is. Who they claim. George Takei, Snyder, not Rob Schneider, but the other Rob Schneider, the big Jew. All these fucking people, they're gone. Wait until that list comes out. When you see the Epstein client list of the people that have gone to the island during the days when they had the case on Ghislaine Maxwell, and all the 11, 12, 13-year-old girls that they fucking stole and took over to that island, who knows what else is going on with that place. These are the people you're going to be watching out for. You know what? And Trump wants that list to be exposed. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Why you wouldn't want that list to be exposed means one thing. You're a sick piece of shit. You're a fucking pedo. No, we don't need to see that list. Well, because there goes your way of sick, fucking, disgusting life. That's the most important list out there right now. People are trying to stop it. The ones that are anybody that's standing in the way of that list, right? That list of, whatever it is, written, name, time, they were there, on what flight, for how long. If you're against that, then I don't want nothing to fucking do with you. If you're against freeing Julian Assange, I don't want anything to do with you. As a matter of fact, at that point, you're somewhat of my enemy. Julian Assange exposed. I don't have to go through all this. You don't deserve the fucking explanation. If you don't want the list to be shown, you're an enemy to me. Right? You're a criminal to me. You need to be locked up. There's something wrong with you. Either you're seriously ill-informed and you're just a fucking major buffoon, moron, idiot, numbskull, or you're a sick fuck. Right? If you don't want that list to be exposed, if you look, good things with me, I'm going to tell you right now. Free Julian Assange, expose the Epstein list, Donald Trump. And if you're unfluvinated, okay? If you're unfluvinated, let's party. Let's have some fun. Let's hit the town. Let's go surfing. Let's go skiing. Let's go fucking let's go do a co-ed softball team. I'm in. Fucking forever. But if you're not, then I don't want anything to do with you. You're basically an enemy of the state. You're an enemy of everyone. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so here's that part where I kind of proved earlier. I got it all. I put it up here every show. I put up the new one. All right. This is how it worked. World Economic Forum brought in the plus. They used Kelly Robinson in 2016. The BF has infiltrated many worthy causes to create division, hate, and profit for their cult. Stop being used. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. It's that simple. Just stop being used. Okay? There's some sick shit here that needs to go away. No, I don't want a fucking 48-year-old fat bearded man in a thong dancing, pole dancing in front of my 8-year-old grandchild. If I saw that in person, that motherfucker would be on the floor and, well, knocked out. Probably half of his face caved in. Right? And all the other teachers would be fucking put through some wall. No, that bad. That's how bad I would do it. I had a man break into my house once while I was working upstairs. Had I known that had happened, in real time by the person that allowed that person to actually do that, I don't know if that guy would be alive, to be honest with you. Yeah, that was pretty fucked up. That actually happened. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Aloha, mahalo. Stop being fooled, man. Yeah, that's not the right flag, bro. That's not the right flag. You know, the other one's fine. This one's just a little much. You know, it represents some pretty disgusting shit.